good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you're joining us from in the world. Welcome to our live talk show, Open Up. My name's RJ Horner, and I'm the host of Open Up. I'm also the vice president of Voice of Men 360. We are Voice of Men 360, a not-for-profit organization founded in 2020 and based in Toronto, Canada. Voice of Men 360 organization was born out of seeing a tremendous need and stepping up to help provide services to help support and overcome the men's and boys' life's challenges. We are associated with International Men's Day. International Men's Day has been serving for over 21 years and is now represented in 90 countries around the world, joining together in many amazing initiatives. IMD follows 6 pillars which represent the overall well-being of boys and men, and we follow in those 6 pillars. Why do we encourage you to open up? Because too many men are not willing to open up our hearts and our minds and share our private matters with anyone. We keep our emotional challenges within ourselves for a longer period of time than necessary. And when we do that, that has overall health effects that can produce long-term negative health conditions. And we want to create an open space and allow individuals to share their life journey through our platform. We aim to create awareness about the issues that boys and men go through in their lives. We invite everyone to participate in this open space. There are no limitations to participate. All are welcome. Our goal is to make a positive impact on someone's life through this programming. Open Up is recorded live on Sunday mornings from 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Each week, we bring individuals who are willing to open up and share their life experiences. We'd like to thank and welcome our guest today, Kajuju Kimathi. She's a hoteler and an entrepreneur and currently doing some humanitarian work. She's a widow and a volunteer for Widows Empowerment Initiative for Africa, running an NGO that looks at the plight of vulnerable widows and their children. Mainly, they give funding to small businesses and nurture their needs. These funders are provided from well-wishers globally. Kajuju is a youth mentor and mostly through church and schools. This month with her friends, she'll be launching a program about rewarding the youth for good performance in their various schools, being a way of motivating them. Welcome, Kajuju Kimathi, to Open Up. Thank you for joining us and being willing to share your life journey with us.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be part of this program. My name is Kajuju Kimathi, a Kenyan, born in Kenya, lived in Kenya, and schooled here in Kenya.
Wonderful, thank you.
I'm a hotelier by
Thank you for joining us this morning.
I'm a hotelier by profession.
You're a hotelier.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm a hotelier by profession.
Wonderful, thank you. So let's go back. This is about the life journey. So if we could just take you back to your childhood, briefly tell me what childhood was like for you in order to set the stage for the person you've become today.
Yes, I grew up in a average family. I was able to go to school through struggles, but by God's grace, I was able to accomplish my school, and I did a diploma in hotel management and achieved the certificate. From there, I entered into entrepreneurship that I'm doing even now. During my years of growing, I've gone through struggles because it was not easy for my parents to raise my school fees. But them being farmers, they struggled here and there, and they saw me through education.
And yet you've managed. You've had a decent life, considering the struggles. How do you feel your parents did in preparing you?
I feel my parents did a very big role in molding me to be the person I am, because through the struggles, they struggled, they were able to pay my school fees, to take care of me and my siblings, because in our family, we are 4 of us, and they have managed to struggle through and take us through education.
Is that difficult in your country? Is education available to everybody?
No, it is not available to everybody. In fact, most of the people here in my country struggle to get education. You realize most of them drop out, having not completed school. Most of the people here are dropouts who have not completed education, but the few who are able to do it, it's by God's grace and a lot of struggles. It's not really easy.
Right. No, and I just wanted people to understand that too. So your parents were able to provide for you to be able to put you in an education system, um, to ensure you'd have a decent life. Um, but what about emotionally, physically? Like, what was their support like? How did they treat you? What was behaviors like?
In fact, they were very supportive. I won't say our parents did not support us, they were very supportive. You could see them going through those struggles, having those emotions. Them, they were down, but they did struggle and showed us that if we get education, we are going to get something that is good in our lives. And I think through their help and through their love, that is what has molded us and become something better in our lives, especially in my life. I can really say they did a very big job.
No, wonderful, and all we can do is praise them. So, can you maybe share some memories of things they've done for you, things the way that they've helped you personally?
Yes, for example, I remember my mom passed away when I was in form 3, going to do my final exams in form 4 the coming year, and so we are left with my dad. So he struggled through more support, seeing as we are doing education. I can say it was not really easy when my father became widowed. It was very hard. It was a hard moment because he had to take care of all of us. He had to be strong to show us that he is strong, so that all of us can stand and continue with our education without noticing he was struggling. But when I've become of age, I've realized he struggled emotionally, even to get money, and just supported us the way he could without showing us that he is struggling. So sometimes he could lack school fees, he just gets some loans here and there to fix it so that we cannot notice. But I can say it was not easy.
And I praise you for recognizing that too, because again, that's what we want to talk about here is the struggles that men go through, and you as a young lady were able to recognize that your dad, while he may appear on the surface to be doing well, he was still struggling to make things happen for you. So thank you for drawing attention to that for a second.
Welcome.
So now, then you became a youth mentor. Um, Tell us a little bit more about that. How did you become involved in that, and what does that mean?
What really pushed me into being a youth mentor, it's my brother. One of my brothers sank into drinking and doing drugs. And this really drained me mentally. So I thought, as a person, what can I do to see these other young people who are growing or not get into that trap? So we went through with our brother, counseling him, finding counselors to do counseling for him, and he went back into good position so that now he can take care of himself. So I asked myself, now because my brother had joined this rig of being into drugs and these other things, how can I help other youths so that they cannot get into the same trap that my brother got in? That's how I got into mentoring the youth. And I said I'll start in my local church because that is where I've grown. And so far, most of them have started changing. And we are even encouraging parents to sit down with their kids, to talk with them. We are in the generation that people want to speak one on one and solve the problems that are facing us. I can say many boys have joined the program. Before, when we started, there were only 5 boys, but currently there are 10. And I thank God for that, because at least when they are getting older or when they're becoming adults, they'll know what to do and what not to do.
Tell us, if you could, sorry about that, if you could, how they are impacted by the program. What maybe how they start in the program, what they're feeling, thoughts, and then how they come out of the program.
Okay, when we started the program, they did not receive it immediately. They not most of them, especially the boys, did not welcome it because our culture sometimes it's in a way that women should not be in leadership positions. So when I started it and they saw that I was a woman, most of them did not want to be associated with it. But as we continue with it, because I even invited the elders of the church, these elders started talking to the parents in the church so that they can go talk to their kids. That's how the boys started joining the program so that we can join the culture, religion, and the things that are happening day to day and move forward. So they have started receiving it in good faith. And you can see the youths now, the kind of things they are doing because they are engaged in group work, like they'll do teamwork. Today they are doing this thing in the church. The other Sunday they are planned where to go and do something else like that, like that.
And so you now mentioned you're teaming up with other people to help expand this program to help get access to more people. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, I've teamed up with my friends, those that we schooled together. I talked to them about the program, and now they came in and supported my idea. So this month, they challenged me to go and we launch a program that we are going to be awarding the youth in schools so that like we give them exam papers. They do, we award number 1, 2, and 3 so that they can create morale amongst themselves when they're competing among themselves. And the day of awarding, we get some people who are going to do counseling, who are going to talk about talent, and that way they are going to know that something good comes out when you work hard and when you listen, and when you're not involved in bad things that are happening in the society.
Yeah, I think it gives them a sense of achievement, right? Whereas, I mean, living in a country where life can be a struggle itself, a little bit of encouragement can kind of provide for a sense of a future, I think, right? Is that the goal behind it?
Yes. Yes, that is the goal about behind it. Because when someone is struggling, you have to show them after the struggles, there's something good that comes out of the struggle. You not struggle for the rest of your life. You're going to struggle for some maybe years, and the rest you're going to shine. For example, like me, I'll say I'm not I cannot say I'm doing relatively good, but I'm okay in my life. Compared to where I come from, I can say my life changed because I'm able to take care of myself. I'm able to get something retro to go and I want the youths in my variant. And so when you go there and they see you're doing something, at least they feel there's something good that comes out of the struggle that they're going through at the moment. Even when they lack school fees, they just know at the end of it all, something good will come out of the struggle that they're going through.
So, and you value your education for that, I'm sure. And then, so, um, I mean, obviously, it's set the stage for who you are, and there you why you encourage these people to have a sense of achievement. But what about maybe the people who haven't had education? What is life like for them?
Okay, it is not easy, but when you go back, you try to show them other things that they can do to make their life. Because I believe here, okay, the people do not get education. The other things they can do like farming. Here in Kenya, most of the people can do farming without going through education, and they make it in life. The other things you can do, like you can do farming. There are businesses that you can be trained. Yeah, people can train you, and you're able to do with the little education that you have, because not everyone in Kenya has gotten that good education. Most of them are just below average. So you just tell them, if you do this, you're going to earn. Most of them will go into bonda bonda, which is doing good in Kenya, and farming, and so they are able to have a living.
And that's exactly what I was getting at, is because I mean, we have education, and we value education. Usually education leads to a better life, right? um,
Yes,
but then there are many people in your country that aren't achieving education, and they need to have a chance or an opportunity for a better life too. There has to be opportunity for all. So I
yes,
think by giving them a sense of purpose or a sense of opportunity, there's still a sense of achievement moving forward, right?
yes.
So you instill people like what is, first of all, what is your life purpose? Let's go with that. What is it that moves you and drives you?
My life purpose is to see that young child who is growing grow up knowing that after the struggles of life, there is something bigger. So that is why I started with the young kids. So as they grow knowing that ahead of us there is something good. That is why I want to mentor the youth before they get into adulthood so that they can grow knowing what to do, what not to do. If you indulge into drugs, your life will not be good. If you indulge into things that are not good in the society, you're not going to get a good future. So what drives me is the person I've become after all the struggles that I went through, and now I'm a better person. So I'm encouraging parents to struggle, take their children to schools, so that as they grow, they become something good in their lives and change the lives of the society. Because when you have like 10, let's say in a class of 30, and you find 20 children are passed very well, so that you know that society is going to grow into something good. For example, they have gotten jobs, they'll be able to go back and give to the society. So that poverty line will just go declining instead of increasing. That is what drives me most.
Perfect. And that's exactly what I'm getting at. That's a noble purpose you have there. So thank you for that, because again, I get the same kind of feeling when I see that person who has realization, who wakes up and goes, "Oh my god, I can do this." It makes me so happy. So thank you. It's a great noble purpose you have.
Thank you so much.
And then so how do we encourage others to embrace that life purpose? You know what I mean? Maybe who don't have that motivation or something going on. How do we encourage them to embrace a life purpose and find a life purpose?
But say what I've started doing, I've started looking for my friends that we schooled with. I've created a WhatsApp group where first I approach you and tell you what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. So if you really support my idea, I'll hand you into the WhatsApp group. We continue with the plans. So far, I'm very happy because a number of them have supported me. There is no one that I've asked for the support. Even if someone will not be there physically, they are giving something to continue with the dream that I have. And others have volunteered themselves to come do counseling, teach the kids about talent, and do mentorship. So that one really encourages me because the day we are going to round, I have someone who will do the counseling, I have someone who will talk to kids about talent, and someone who will do mentorship. So that one has really encouraged me, and I feel like continuing doing it. I'll do it to a lot of other schools. The more I get funds, because I know God will grant me the funds, I'm going to do it in a number of schools and very many of them. That will be my joy, seeing those kids grow up knowing that something bigger is ahead of their lives.
Oh, absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you for that. Again, you know what? Support groups are important. We all need supportive people in our lives. But what do you do if you don't have somebody who's supportive? You find somebody who's negative or not supporting your ideas. How do you handle that?
Okay, if I find you are not, generally, I'll tell you what I'm doing. Even if you're not supporting what I'm doing, I'll not force you to do it because it is not inside you. Because I know what pushes someone is the something that is born inside you. You feel like, yes, I have to give back to the society. So if the person is not really ready to give back to the society, I will not force you because I know there are very many people who are ready to do it. Even if someone is not there physically, they'll do it through supporting you funds, through ideas, and many other things. So the person who has a negative idea, I'll just leave you and continue with what I didn't want to achieve.
And that's exactly it. We can't take that personally, right? Because there is a lot of
Yes,
support out there. There's a lot of people who are going to go, that's a great idea. You need to run with that. You need to do that. So that, you know what, those few people, don't let them bring you down because they're not in line with your idea, which is tremendous and amazing in itself, right?
yes.
So thank you again. Again, we can't let people be discouraged because there is going to be negativity. There is going to be people who don't support, but keep moving forward to try and do better, right?
Yes.
So again, you've been a youth worker or a youth mentor. You really are about empowering people. Um, how do we help our youth, young men and boys especially, moving forward? How do we help them as a society?
As a society, what we can do is start working with the boys at their tender age. We are in a generation that we need to sit down and discuss issues rather than dictate. Because when you dictate, they'll not take it easily the way you think because they are watching other things like in the internet. There are very many things that are happening. So we are in generation where we sit down. So what I was thinking and I was telling my friends as we continue mentoring these young kids, we are going to divide them into boys and girls. So when we get into the boys section, we are going to be discussing them one on one. We are going to involve even the elders because of the cultural side that is involved. We tell them now we are going to merge all of them, the culture, the religion, and what is happening in day-to-day life, so that we can be able to grow the boy child. As you can realize now, the boy child is on the hinge. No one now thinks about them. Really, we have to go back and talk to them. They have to grow knowing that they are the men in the society. They're the people that we are looking up to. So as they grow, they have to have that self-esteem of saying, yes, I'm a boy, I'm supposed to do this, I'm not supposed to do this. So really, it is a discussion that we need to sit down and discuss. We should not dictate anymore.
Perfect. That's very well said. Um, and then so what can putting on the responsibility on our young men and boys? What can they do to help empower themselves to put them in the position of a better life?
What the boys can do for themselves is realize that the society looks into a man in a very big way. And there most, like when a boy is growing up, he's given a lot of things to do, like all the duties. When you're growing, like you a man, you just know that you're going to take care of your family, you're going to do this. So even a boy, when he's growing, being the young one, even when he is left at home, the parent expect him to do more than the girls because he is the man of the house at that given moment. So they have to realize that even at their tender age and occupy their space, give their voice as they grow.
Again, you seem to be wise in the ways of empowering people, and I thank you for that. You've given people a lot of wisdom today, about how to set people up for a better life, about how to put yourself in a position for a better life. um, is there anything you want to offer to people out there before we leave today? Anything in closing?
Okay, before we close, I can say I'm glad to be part of this program and I'm looking forward for each and every one of us who is listening here to go back to our societies, talk to our men, talk to our boys. Let us have a discussion, a rigid discussion where we can put things light. Let us stop overburdening our men. We discuss and know what we are going to do forward because these are the people we are looking up to.
Absolutely, we're looking to them for the future of whatever is going to be from here on out, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. I thank you for that. Again, you've been a tremendous guest. And I lead into that because this is Men's Health Month, National Health Month or International Health Month. And so we want to encourage our men to seek out, a better life, happiness, joy, and overall well being. So thank you for highlighting all of the things you brought forward today.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to have you.
Kajuju, again, it's not easy to talk about. It's not easy for people to be able to open up and share their life journeys and life experiences. And thank you. I encourage, I appreciate your courage and willingness to help others and overcome their life challenges and share your journey with us today. So we want to thank Kajuju Kimathi for joining us and sharing your life experience with us today. When people like yourself come forward and share your life experiences on platforms like ours, especially on social media, to help give people hope, um, to to change their mindset and to change their life in a positive direction. That's our goal here in Voice of Men 360. We want to bring individuals and allow them to share their life journey, have an open conversation about men's problems and challenges, and how we can help them overcome their struggles. So I have a few announcements. First, again, as I mentioned, this is National Men's Health Month. So we are drawing awareness to your overall health and well being. And for me, that means mind, body, and soul. There really is three components, and you need to. We as individuals need to step up and be concerned about our overall well-being of our mind. How healthy are we in our mind, body, and soul? So I want to draw attention to that as National Men's Health Month. So on that, we do have a special show this month. Our support group will be called Unspoken Tears, and that'll be the second Saturday. Yes, the second Saturday this month from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. The focus is domestic violence against men, bullying, male sexual abuse, and human trafficking. We will be hosting a roundtable discussion on Saturday, June 12th. So from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time to acknowledge June as Men Health Month. This month's topic is Not Told, Not Heard. So please join us for that. The speakers from Canada, UK, and other people around the world who are willing to share their experiences. So we're doing some amazing work here. We have several live shows. Again, you are watching Open Up, where we record Sunday mornings from 10 a.m. to 10:30 Eastern Time. Please like and share and subscribe for more about this show. We also have Vili, which is a Tamil live talk show that records Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. That is in Tamil language, so please join us for more of that. We also host a monthly webinar the first Saturday of every month from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So please join us. Also, we have panel discussions once a month, both in English and Tamil. And then we turn our podcast or our episodes into podcast episodes. So please look out on your favorite players for our podcast episodes. And then we have a monthly men's support group. We actually have 2 monthly support groups for men now. These are only for men. The first one is only for men, third Sunday of every month from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And this is through Zoom, and it's only for men, a monthly support group. The next one will be taking place on June 20th, so please register. And then our second one is for Indigenous peer-to-peer support group. And that's called Pass the Talking Stick. Please join us for that the 4th Friday of every month from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. through Zoom. The next one will be on June 25th, Friday, June 25th. Again, we are Open Up. We are Voice of Men. There are no limitations to participate with gender, age, nationality, or ethnic groups. We want everybody to participate and share their life stories and create awareness for this topic of men's issues. You want to be a guest on any of our shows, you're willing to be a part of our organization and help us move forward with this issue in any way, please reach out to us. We'd love to work with individuals, professionals, organizations, NGOs, governments. We're looking to share this message and do the work moving forward. So please reach out. We are Voice of Men. And you can reach us through our phone number at 437-889-8329. Our email address, info@voiceofmen360.org. So that would make our website www.voiceofmen360.org. And then you can find us on all social media platforms. YouTube, please like and subscribe for more. Find us our Facebook groups, facebook.com/groups/voiceofmen360. And that is our name. You can find us on all your favorite social media channels: Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Please follow us at Voice of Men 360 for more. We want to reach out to more people and help share this message. Please continue with your support. Thank you. And until next time, I'm RJ Horner, Vice President of Voice of Men 360. Till next time, better days ahead.